Story Greedy Jagan. There lived two shopkeepers in a village, Jagan and Vishnu. Vishnu was famous for his honesty in the entire village. His shop used to be crowded with customers throughout the day, whereas Jagan hardly used to get any customers in his shop.
Hey Vishnu, can you pack some of these items for me quickly? I'm getting late.
Right away, brother. Brother Vishnu, this is the list. Please get all these items packed. I will pick them while returning. Okay, Mohan, give me the list.
Mohan hands over the list of items to Vishnu and leaves from his shop. Jagan is watching all this from his shop nearby. He walks up to Mohan and says,
Listen, Mohan. I saw you handing over the list of items to Vishnu. But will he give you the right items?
Hey Jagan, do not try to question Vishnu's honesty. Everyone knows the quality you offer in your shop. That is the reason you hardly have customers in your shop.
Saying this, Mohan leaves and walks ahead. But Jagan is brewing something in his wicked mind.
I only will have to think of a plan to throw Vishnu out of this village. These villagers will then have no choice but to buy stuff from me. I will have to think of a plan very soon.
As the sun sets, Jagan starts thinking of an idea as to how he can throw Vishnu out of this village.
I will have to think of some idea or the other, which will serve the purpose without anybody knowing about it. I will have to think about something.
What happened to you? What are you thinking about?
Something related to work.
Your thoughts are useless most of the time and you end up making losses. But this time, whom you are planning to harm?
It's Vishnu this time.
Listen to me. He is an honest man. Why you want to harm him? It's better that you only change yourself. Take my advice.
Do not poke your nose in this and just do what I asked you to. Go and get all your ornaments.
Listen to me. I'm again telling you, don't do anything for which you will later have to repent.
Okay. Now just keep quiet and do what I'm telling you to. Go and get all your ornaments.
I will not bring. Do whatever you feel like.
The next day, Jagan visits Vishnu's house with his wife's ornaments.
Hey, Vishnu, my brother, I need your help. And please don't refuse.
What's the matter, brother?
If you keep these ornaments in your house for some days, I'll be really grateful.
But why?
Actually, the thing is, my wife and I are going out of the city for some days for some work. So, it won't be safe to keep all the ornaments. And I cannot trust anyone more than you in this village.
Oh, so that's the case. Give me the ornaments. I'll keep it in my safe.
Brother, you have really obliged me today. Now I can go without any fear.
Vishnu keeps all the ornaments in the safe.
And if you can please sign on this paper.
But why?
Hey Vishnu, these are not small things. I'm keeping all the ornaments with you, so there should be some written proof of this, so that there is no confusion between us.
I don't know why, but I doubt his intentions.
In this it's written that if my ornaments get stolen from your house, then to compensate you will have to give me your house. Though this situation will never come, but this will remind you to keep extra care of my ornaments.
Okay, I understand.
He then signs the paper and hands it over to Jagan.
Now you can go and do not take tension. Your ornaments are safe with me. Happy journey.
Brother, I will never forget that you did so much for me. Okay, I will leave now.
After which, Jagan leaves Vishnu's house. Vishnu's wife watches all this standing quietly in the corner. She tells Vishnu,
What did you just do? He is not a good man.
I too have doubts.
Then why did you keep all his ornaments?
That's because even I know how cunning he is. I have answers to all his wicked ideas. Don't worry.
Jagan meets Bansi, who is a notorious thief.
Vansi, how are you? And how is your work going on?
Don't even ask, my friend. Nowadays everything is shut. It's been so long I have not robbed a house.
I can show you one house from where you can get a lot of stuff. And I will also give you 5,000 rupees extra to do this job.
But whom should I rob? Tell me that.
Vishnu's house. Tomorrow in the night you have to go there. And you have to be very careful because he is very smart. He has plenty of gold ornaments in his safe.
That's fantastic. If I get both ornaments and money, then I'll definitely do this tomorrow itself.
Yes. And don't leave anything in his safe.
As per the plan, the next night Bansi reaches Vishnu's house. He jumps over the boundary wall and hides behind a tree. On the other hand, Vishnu is watching him through his window carefully. And just then his wife Geeta comes in.
What's the matter? Why you were standing in the dark near the window?
Hey, don't talk loudly. There is a thief hiding in our compound. Listen to me. Exactly do what I say.
He then whispers something in Geeta's ears, after which both of them start talking aloud.
Hey Geeta, the times are very bad. We can get robbed by the thieves anytime. You can never predict what will happen next. Let's do one thing. I will pack all the ornaments from the safe, put it in the bag and throw it in the well. And as and when the need arises, we'll pull out the bag from the well. You understand? And even if a thief comes to rob us, he will find nothing at all in our house.
But if someone steals it from our well, then what we will do?
But how will anyone know about it, my dear? As this is a secret between you and me. Come on, now let's quickly throw it in the well.
Bansi listens to this conversation between them and says to himself,
These two are so foolish. Does anyone throw ornaments into the well? They have made it so easy for me.
Vishnu and Geeta carry a bag along with them and throw it into the well.
Now all our ornaments will be absolutely safe over here. I'm completely tension free. Come on, let's go and have a sound sleep.
Saying this, both of them walk into their house. Bansi, who is listening to this, says,
Wow, today I'm going to be very rich. God is being too kind to me, I guess. Come on, let me take out all the ornaments from the well.
He walks up to the well.
They are really very foolish. They even left a bucket and a rope for me. My lord, when you grant such people wealth, also give them some intellect.
As Bansi starts working, he starts taking out all the water from the well.
Tonight he will water our lawn and make it green till morning. Then I'll sow fresh seeds.
We have found a labor for free.
Whenever we will have a new green lawn, I am really going to miss Bansi a lot. Okay, listen. Lock the door from inside. I will take the back door and go out to call all the villagers.
Vishnu then goes out to call all the villagers. And Bansi over here is tired of taking out water from the well.
Oh my God. Still there is so much water left in this well. Don't know how long it will take to get the ornaments out of the well.
By then, Vishnu reaches his house with the village head and other villagers.
Hey Bansi, did you find the ornaments?
What? What are you saying?
Did you really think that I will throw all the ornaments in the well? You are such a foolish thief. Now listen to me. It is not that easy to rob my house.
Bansi then accepts that Jagan had asked him to do this.
Tell me, Jagan, why did you do this?
I'm sorry, sir. Please forgive me. Henceforth, I'll never do anything like this. I'll swear I will not do this.
Plotting to rob somebody's house is a heinous crime. You cannot be forgiven. You shall be punished for this. And as a punishment, I order you to leave this village forever.
No, sir. Please do not do this to me.
That's it. I don't want to hear anything. Just get lost.
Jagan and his wife are forced to leave the village.